I had come to see a couple of shows, one of which was Annie Get Your Gun, and I read the bios of all the actors in the production, and I read that Brenda Stalder was a teacher. At that time, I was still really new to Quincy. I didn't really know anybody. I was just getting up in the morning, going to work, and coming home, and so one morning when I was getting up to go to work, I heard on WGEM, the community bulletin board or community calendar, whatever they called that, the announcements for The Music Man. And so they said, you know, auditions are on Saturday and Sunday, show up. And so I did.
Actually, my 5th grade music teacher got me to audition at Baldwin School. She was a part of Quincy Community Theater and was the director for Stage Kids.
I like something to balance out my work life, and I taught, and so getting involved in theater was just a natural progression, and it was something I enjoyed doing.
A friend of a friend knew I lived around the corner, and they had an actor drop out. I was asked to go and read for the part. Well, 10 minutes later, I was in rehearsal, and kind of a whirlwind process, but you know, you try to get rid of the acting bug. There's always a little part of you that just really longs for it.
I moved to Quincy in October of 2011, and I didn't know anybody in this area. I didn't have any friends at the time. Got involved with Quincy Community Theater, and certainly that opened opportunities to me that I was able to meet an entire network of friends, and they immediately accepted me like I was like family. So
there's just something about being on stage. It's hard to describe.
Getting together, and I guess Brandon would use the word collaboration, collaborating with a lot of different people, and it's like putting it together a piece of art.
Every show is just such a labor of love that you're all laboring together, and so you become really this tight-knit family.
I'm a very competitive person, and I really enjoy that aspect of continuously improving every single night and getting better at something.
It's exhilarating, it's terrifying at times, it's always fun.
To come here and do something that I love and have fun doing is such a great experience, and QCT is such a wonderful facility and a second home to me. Like I said, I've been here since I was 10 years old.
When I do a show, all of a sudden my energy just fires up because I'm so excited to come to QCT and be a part of that experience.
You know, I get to get outside of my box. You know, it's more than just going to work every morning and doing what I do and then going home. So I get to do things that I could only dream of doing.
I've chosen a career in marketing, or maybe it kind of chose me, but I think being on stage and being able to communicate is huge. Being able to read people, being able to read an audience.
I have to understand that character inside and out and then become that person. And through that understanding, it's a direct translation of when you're selling yourself for your product or to your boss.
Being involved in theater has given me a lot of confidence to be able to stand up in front of people and talk, come up with kind of on your feet decisions.
I have made lifelong friends with many, and of all ages.
You know, I have some wonderful friendships that I never would have had I not done a show.
One thing that's so wonderful about QCT and the directing staff and the staff in general is that they know we're all community members, we're all volunteers, we have our own lives, our own families, our own things going on in our lives.
You know exactly what days, exactly what times you are required to be here in order to make this production the best that it can be.
Working on a show is a time commitment, and it's a lot of hard work, but it's also a lot of fun.
The folks who run QCT put you at ease right away. You're never embarrassed, you're never put on the spot. You're challenged, certainly, but it's really not a scary process.
And it's very friendly, and it's very accommodating to you as a person. I think the theater realizes that most of us are working people, and the time commitment that we have is precious.
There comes a point when you say, there's a show I really need to be a part of. It's not enough for me to just sit in the seat and watch it. I need to be a part of it. And so, as with anything else, if it's something that you feel like you need to do, you make it work.